Shalom, everyone, and welcome to the 43rd episode of Afrika Logistical Agency. I'm with your host, Brother Mike. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. Just another day as we see the wheels turn.
And these wheels are turning now. They turning.
Aren't
They
they?
are doing. They turning so fast that it's heating up, and things start to heat up friction, and when it gets to being so hot, things explode
Yep.
because it can't hold it. And I mean, we right there. We right there. We witnessing it right now. You
Yep.
know. Oh, we. But I'm listening to a lot of brothers and sisters, putting out their warning sound.
That's
Keeping your head on the swivel, staying in your Bible. We are about to see some things that we never seen before. We're about to witness events that we never witnessed before. We are at that time. I'm starting noticing a lot of more brothers are wakening up along with some misinformation. That the devil is waking up his people just as much as Yah is waking his people up, And then, but at the same time, when people waking up, I mean, they have to make a decision. What they're going to follow, and it needs to be based upon prayer to the Most High, and the Most High will not lead you down the wrong path. Now, if you don't pray to the Most High for your direction, oh man, you're just talking about like you can do this stuff on your own, and we know for a fact you cannot do this on your own because not one of us was awakening upon our own power. Not one of us. It took the Most High and His Spirit to wake us up individually. That's what it took. Because He said He was going to do it. He didn't say we was going to do it of our own initiative. He said, but the only thing we would do. We will come to appreciate. We will come to appreciate our position. That's the thing we doing. He said we would come to appreciate it. And truthfully, I see that with a lot of brothers and sisters, even with the flaws. Even with the flaws. And some of us, we may move a little bit slower than others, and some may move a little bit faster, and it is what it is. I mean, that judgment hand is the Most High. We can't judge not one of our brothers on that. And you know what? And I was riding down the street today, and I think it's a brother, but he has this hotel that he's building. Brother Gar, you wouldn't believe what he named the hotel.
I mean, I was gonna make a silly joke, but it's not a joke. But I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What he named?
He named it Jerusalem.
Oh, really? Wow.
He got it in big letters on the top, Jerusalem. And I was like, man, I mean, it's not done. And so I was going to, wait for it to get done to find out who the owner is and everything.
Is that ironic? Is that ironic? Or,
yeah.
Oh, because I know you, like, as soon as you saw that, like, I gotta.
Yeah.
What is going on here? You better, if you're using that name, you better have some type of you have something to represent that name that you're bolstering there. Make sure it's.
I mean, nice. Man. I mean, it's a nice looking hotel. It's not nothing.
extravagant.
It's yeah, it's just a real nice looking hotel outside. I mean, because it's still up under construction, and I think it's more so inside than outside. And but it's, I mean, I was noticing that. I'm like, man, I just want to, you know, meet the owner and see what he's about, and things of that nature. But there's things that now, um, in light of this poking the bear, um, this nation, these nations, whoever they claiming, I would say to the brothers, this is one time, brothers, we probably need to get our affairs in order. Right now, this is not the time to be putting things off in light of all of these events since last week, Friday, then Saturday, and had that little had the second attempt of assassination. So, but my point is that we need to be more mindful of how we want to move in the event of when they go do what they're going to do. Because trust and believe, all the people that has the money, that has these warnings, they already gone.
They are gone. They're probably where you're at, bro, Mike. Just chilling.
Ain't they ain't no
Cool
telling.
area.
Sitting over there on Zanzibar on the beach with their legs crossed, looking all bleached out. Call themselves soaking in the sun. I ain't gonna say soaking, or getting burnt by the sun. but they, I mean, they know exactly where they need to go if they want to have some R&R.
Bacon.
Yeah. I mean, and what? They're gonna have their gardeners, they're gonna have their maids, they're not gonna be able to do nothing. They're gonna have people washing their clothes. People going to the grocery store for them. Brothers and sisters, put your
Oh, really? You've seen that? Really?
Man,
you've seen a local go fetch groceries for them?
Man, you got that. Man, they go in that grocery store and let me tell you something. And they be proud to have the maid outfits on, the uniform. They'll pull up in that store, and they'll pull up in that store, and everybody know, it's the fact that she employed.
They have to wear a uniform?
Man, yeah. I mean, they want they take their uniforms pretty serious now.
So wait, so
for a maid, yeah.
Are you talking about just when they're working for the hotel or for specific people?
No, they can be working for you.
What kind of yo? Oh my god.
Yeah. And then you got your little sick ones out there. You got your little sick ones out there. And so, but no, I mean,
that's
and if I mean this. Hey, but when your money is looking funny,
yeah,
and they say they want you in uniform, you go with the uniform.
Yeah, I know. That's the sad part.
I mean, because I mean, they looking at they got their kids and things of that nature, and this is what we have. But I mean, this is what they have. Excuse me. But we're at that time, and I know it may not seem that is important, but to use forward thinking when you have biblical prophecies as to the turn of events, put yourself in a position to be in the best position. Pay attention to the warnings and how Yahushua said things are going to go about. That's like forward thinking. Why would the Most High say, all right, when you catch sight of this particular time, when you go see about natural disasters, I think they changed that. They call it natural. The Most High said it was judgment. He will judge
Phones
the nation.
just think about it. Phones exploding, a spy blimps in the
Yeah.
sky.
Let me tell you.
You know, the sun being completely engulfed in smoke throughout all of the East Coast. A strange smoke and smoke. I'm just thinking about all the crazy things that's happened in the past 2 years, brother Mike. That alone, the balloon, the spy balloon, the smoke all over East Coast from supposedly Canada. I mean, like all the railroad derailments. I mean, and now we're here. So I mean,
Yeah, that that phone thing. Um,
that as well.
yeah. Um, that I don't know.
Yeah,
That right there. You know, when and I'm quite sure a lot of us know, but when that digital age came in, when they were getting rid of analog and all that stuff, home phone and everything.
my generation was probably the last to see it, honestly.
Hmm. And so came in with the cell phone, and people started complaining about a sharp pain going down on the side of their head and everything back in the days, and then they just realized the only thing they was doing different was they had the cell phone. And if you're on that cell phone for a long time, that cell phone heats up. And people just, I mean, now you see majority of people, either it's going to be a Bluetooth or people going to be talking on the speaker. They're not going to have that phone up on their head. But now, even if it's not in your head, if you anywhere close to that phone and you got a nation that know how to send a signal to heat that phone up where it can explode, that's a problem. That is a problem within itself. And with that type of information, brothers and sisters, now you are up under you have to figure out what's going to be your other means of communication. If this do go down that way, what will be your means of communication? Because now you can't trust the cell phone because you don't know who's sending a text or a phone call and it's heating up the phone for it to explode on the side of your ear. Not living. No, no, not living. I'm not trying to be that naive. And at the same time, the sad thing about it is, this is something that we need, and what we need can be turned into a weapon against us. This is where we at now. What will be your secondary line of communication when it comes to you and your family and some of your friends? What's going to be your means of communication? This is a warning shot. This is exactly what it is. It's a warning shot. And we're going to have to act upon it. Now, we can sit up here and be laxed about it. Oh, it happened over there. What makes you think it won't happen in the United States? I mean, what? The world is showing us, the world is showing the United States what it thinks about it. They not sitting here trying to entertain what the world is saying because they've been arrogant so long they don't know anything to humble themselves. Man, please, they can't even spell that word. This nation cannot humble itself. It will not humble itself. People can say, oh, the United States is scared right now. Nope. They're not scared. Mm-mm. Arrogant, yes. Foolish, okay. Retarded, good.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think we can use that word.
Man, let me tell you something. You know, I mean, the Most High
I think
called them.
I think the proper term is socially inept. I mean, mentally inept or mentally regressed.
Let me
But
tell you something about that though. A child with that disability has a reason, not a nation, not an
yeah,
arrogant one. When you just stepping right into it, you made yourself so retarded that it like, because the scriptures clearly states everybody gonna be shaking their head and wagging their head, talking about how Babylon used to be and all that. They like, sad, too sad, too sad. This great city, Babylon, gone in 1 hour. No, ain't no sympathy here. Nuh-uh. The Most High said, uh, give her double. Give her double. So no matter how retarded that she may be, she gonna be retarded on top of retarded. I mean, I just don't know what that look like, but hey,
double portion, I
this
guess.
is yeah. I mean, you know, Miss Brown have two brains and both of them retarded. That's the system. That's the way this world is, and I mean, we gonna have to buckle down, buckle up, and start making some strong decisions. Yes, I know. And oh my goodness, on these cell phones. And I did not realize how much my life was tied into a cell phone. Woo. When I tell you, and for the vast majority of you brothers and sisters, I know your cell phone is tied into your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
And for the vast majority of you brothers, if I ask you what's your mother's phone number, you would say you don't know because it's
I
programmed in
know
your phone.
only know. I mean, I know my brother and my mom's phone number by heart. Those are the few numbers I know by heart.
But but let me tell you what we back in the days, Gar. Back in the
Oh well, back
90s.
in the days, my
Yeah.
dad would
I mean,
literally make us write down the
yeah,
phone numbers, and it'd be
yeah.
on the fridge, and then I would look at the numbers, and then I mean, I still maybe know a couple, and I remember my aunt's house phone number and things of that nature. But you're right, that's like a lost art. Like
And
people,
the thing about it is, even when it comes to the AI and all that stuff is here to dumb you down. I mean, it is absolutely here to dumb down.
you know,
Uh, take away
kids
your
struggle to read.
engineering. Yeah, yeah, that too.
I was about to
I
say kids
mean,
struggle to read a regular clock.
right. I mean, everything that we do as humans, this system wants to dumb you so down. Well, we can do it for you. We can write you a song, and then and a lot of rappers go in there and get it to write a song, and they may go in there and change some things, but they have a base of what they can go on, and that thing would do what it says it's going to do, and it does it. You're right, sister. What is it, Sister Cynthia Jones? You're right.
And I
The phones
remember,
are done up. They dumb this down.
probably up until like what I'm not it's not even probably like 2007 or something ridiculous. I remember that's like maybe when we stopped doing but my dad be like, you need to write your friend's phone number on the fridge. You need to write their parents' phone number on the fridge. Blah blah blah. you know.
You know what? Back in the 90s, we had a small black book in Chicago, and we had everybody's phone number. And just like what Sister Diana G said, you got a small book, and that book is going to come off handy. Because truthfully, I'm gonna give you a hack, really. Um, when this time comes, and I know majority of you brothers and sisters probably won't be able to do it, But if it gets to that point that you need to make a phone call, look into getting this particular tool called a can tool. It's called a can. It look like a little ratchet. I think it's like a 5/8. And for when you need to make that emergency phone call, well, I better not say that because I mentioned around, I have to do that some other time. But there's some ways you can make phone calls.
Oh,
but it's some ways you can make phone calls, and I know it's going to get to that particular time where people that know how to do it, they're going to do it. I know they're going to do it, and they can make a phone and get a dial tone, make the phone call, go through it, boom, you good. You know exactly where you need to go because you can talk to whoever you want to talk to on the other end. But this is what I'm talking to you brothers about. If you feel where you at may be a dangerous spot, call your brother, your sister, your cousin, or your friend. And especially the ones you know that you can get along with, the ones you went through rough times together, because you and that person go have a understanding. The ones you never truthfully had altercations with, it's a different story when you start, you may find yourself living together. And especially when you're talking about two families living in a small house. Because now, don't get me wrong. Selfishness can kick in. It can. It can kick in. But this is not the time, brothers and sisters, to be even trying to entertain selfishness. We are right here at the door of a time where you may have a 3-bedroom house and the kids be laying on in the living room all on the floor. Be thankful that you're not on the ground outside when it's raining. This is what we are looking at right now. We're literally looking at this particular time. And if you think you're gonna go through this turmoil all by yourself in your house all by yourself, keep thinking that way, and you just might get violated all by yourself. The Most High do not want us to move that way. He does not. But if you can be that selfish, where you have means to take families in and things of that nature, and you don't, you will be responsible to the Most High. Off the top. Off the top. Because we're about to step into a system that will have no law. There will be and what I'm just trying to understand, do a lot of brothers and sisters understand when you're talking about a system with no law? No law. Well, when you dial 911, they're not even gonna pick up. They're gonna be busy taking care of their own family, getting it secured, making sure they got lookouts, because now they know that the world has changed dramatically. They know these things. They're on a whole different plateau. I was listening to one of the brother and sister earlier today, and they say this: the only ones who's always late to the party are Black folks. I'm so tired of hearing that. I really am. If you keep on saying that, People tend to believe that. I seriously believe that a lot of our brothers are wakening up. That's what I believe. I don't think that they are on that dark road to no understanding. I don't believe that. My brother is not awakened. And he was telling me, no, bro, something is not right. He said, these white boys, they riding around, like they want to do something. He said, that's the atmosphere we getting down here in Arkansas. And the brothers, yeah, they started putting their pew-pews and Skittles all in their pockets and things because they starting to see the system changing. So for us to sit up here and get on the YouTube channels and talking about we're the ones that's late to the party, those days of us being late to the party are done with. Are done with. Huh. Yeah, you're right. I mean, sister, that Mexican mindset. Let me tell you something, sis. We had that mindset. We had it. At least when I was a child. Our cousin, they used to come over. It was 4 of them, 5 of us. They would come over. We all slept in one bedroom on the floor, some in a bunk bed. My mother had, we had 2 sets of bunk beds. And then we all slept in one room. And we enjoyed it. Every time they would come from Detroit, they made sure they stopped by us. And everything. We've been close since we was kids. But we got grown. And we all moved on. Started having kids. Now, I know my cousins, but I don't know their kids. Their kids don't know my kids. This is how separated we became. And it just ain't just my family. I mean, that's across the board. That's across the board. We got into our own world. We started making money. Some of us open up businesses and things of that nature. You don't know your family? I know my cousins. And at times, if you ain't spoke to your cousin in so long, your cousin becomes a stranger. Now, this is your flesh and blood. And it's just it is what it is. But I would say one thing. I have another cousin, my first cousin. He and I was talking to him about us being Hebrew. He was pretty much not in for no argument like that because he never did agree with religion. And he didn't. And so it led him to doing his DNA, kind of find out that just like any other so-called African American, majority of us is from Nigeria. In my case, from Yoruba and Igbo. Igbo is on my mother's side. Yoruba is on my father's side. Both from Nigeria. And same thing was with him. The same with my cousin. And he was kind of blown by it. And so I just started sharing scriptures with him, and he's starting to see some things like, man, that cousin, that make a whole lot. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So I cannot say that our brothers and sisters are in the dark. Nope. And then I'm not going to preach that either, because the Most High said he's going to wake his people up. So why in the world are we preaching that we're the last one to the party? Yes, back when the world was making money, we were the last ones to know about any type of tax break or If those from free money that was given out, we was the last one to know. Yes, but that was according to scripture. That was according to scripture. But we use that we still use that against our own brothers and sisters. When I say this, I mean, think before you speak. Think before you speak. Because I mean, a lot of things that we talk about our brothers and sisters, and I don't care how educated you think you may be. But we really need to sometimes step back and rethink some things before you speak them about your brothers and sisters. Because truthfully, you may find yourself speaking a whole lot of unnecessary words concerning your brothers and sisters. There was one individual, and just to give you an example. And he said there's no such thing in the Bible stating a second Exodus. That already irritated me. It irritated me because truthfully, he's right. But the gist of a second Exodus is laid out throughout the whole scriptures. So I'm saying in my head, what was the whole purpose of stating that particular statement? Because all you're going to do is get people, or at least got me riled up, because those are type of words that are worthless. There's no meaning to it. Just because you do not see second Exodus in the Bible, but the premise is written out, it's laced throughout the whole Bible. And it's called common sense. All right. The Most High said he's going to gather his people back together and put them back. Now it's the word back. I'm trying to figure out what part of this, brother, are you not understanding? But you're complaining about the literal word Exodus and second Exodus. Those are words they're worthless words that should not be spoken. When it's all over said and done, we're here to upbuild brothers and sisters, not tear down, not to bring in a sense of discouragement. We're not built for that. The world put that upon us. The Most High said, I got you up on a whole different blanket. You're here to encourage. That's all you are here to do for my people. When I tell you the Most High love these people, trust and believe he does. He does. But for anyone to mislead the smallest of his people, it is best that you commit suicide. Now, that's not me saying that now. Yahushua said, it is best for you to take a millstone, tie a rope around it and around your neck and cast yourself into the sea. He's just letting you know the intense love that he has for Israel. That's what he's saying. That is exactly what he's saying. And we should not be playing with words when it comes to our brothers and sisters' faith. And let me tell you something about faith. We all know for a fact that it's difficult to reason with a Christian, a bona fide Christian. It's difficult for you to reason with them because they feel that they have the truth. They feel that they are the light, but do not have a scripture to back them. They may have one or two scriptures. Maybe I would give them 4. I will give them 4 scriptures. But we have the whole entire Bible because they too much is not go back into the Old Testament. They already been taught the Old Testament is done away with. So they don't even try to reason back to the what they call the Old Testament. Our words, our words will be used against us before the Most High. Our words will be used against us from the Most High. So weigh your words. Weigh your words very carefully. Encourage your brothers and sisters. Be careful how you curse your brother. Be careful. That curse, that's going to come back up on you. We're living in the times, the days when we sat back and talked about Israel coming out of Egypt. Brothers, we're in their shoes right now. The last final days in Goshen, our forefathers, they was witnessing magnificent doings of the Most High for his people. They was witnessing these things. Just step back and look, brothers. I know it may seem like, oh, I've seen a tornado before, or I've been in an earthquake before. Do not take these earthquakes and these disasters for granted, because the Most High said he was going to judge these nations. And you may think, oh, it's just something, I'm used to this. And no. The moment you think you used to something is when that big one hit. You will not be used to that one. You're not. You will not. But the more you understand, this is the Most High's hand judging this nation. Not just that city, not just that town, but the nation. Different things are going to happen in different places. Over in the California, you got that has that they call it that major fault line. Well, that's one from Chicago all the way down to Arkansas. Fault lines. We know that, hey, especially California over there in the neck of the woods, they have earthquakes and tremors and things of that nature. Don't get used to just because you have an earthquake or a tremor and feel, all right, the next day, business as usual. No, do not take this. Don't take that for granted. Do not take the Most High's hand for granted. Not for anything. And especially nowadays. Do not take it for granted. Do not. Yeah, San Andreas Fault. I think they made a movie about it too. They made a movie about it. And so, I mean, my encouragement, brothers, is that, because I'm feeling that this weekend, no. I think we're gonna be on a whole different chapter. I think we're gonna be in a whole different chapter. I seriously believe that. And I just want you brothers and sisters to be on top of your game. Oh, let me not game. I want you brothers and sisters. I would love to see you brothers and sisters really handle your business for survival. and to see another brother and sister that you helping that brother and sister, and you really true, and you're coming together. And I seriously believe it just may take that for us to come together. Disaster. To seeing not necessarily a disaster, but a change in world events. Let's call it a disaster. The change of world events. Now you seeing a brother or a sister being jumped upon by two people, and you get out to help your brother. Those are the things we just made witness. We're getting we're fed up with the we're fed up with this thing that you think you just go hop into another person's face, a Negro. Mm-mm. Those days are thinning out, very thin, very thin, very thin. We're at a different time, and I'm not going to encourage our brothers to go out there and just be fighting, No, no, not live. No, I think this is their fight. We should be on our flight, not fight our flight of where if they moving north, we move opposite. We move to the left or to the right and go south. Yah knows exactly how to protect his people, and we're going to start seeing that. Let me break that back down. Some of us is already witnessing that. Oh yeah, in Alabama, yes. I think that was like oh man, what are you talking about? That was one thing I think the world wished they never got caught on camera. Truthfully. I'm serious. I think that was one time. Oh no, we should they shouldn't have put that on TV. They shouldn't have done that.
The hat signal, instead of the bat signal, when the brother threw his hat, and then everyone just started to mobilize, and they called it the hat signal. They put up the hat signal to show unity.
See, but this is the problem was this. They were so used to, and especially when they get a little liquor in their system, they feel that they can, oh man, they think they got the power of 10 bullfrogs.
No, trust me.
When they have a little liquor. 10 bullfrogs and bam.
Especially when they feel safe around they think they're safe because they're in the majority or amongst the kinfolk.
Exactly. And see now, but when you have that type of encouragement from your own brothers and sisters, that's a danger to the country. This is the reason why we had a lot of our Negro leaders deleted, not just here in the United States, but also on the continent of Africa. The majority of people that was ever, when it comes to leaders, that was deleted were of Negro stock. Of Negro stock. Judah was standing up way before his time. Way before his time. But the Most High allowed that to happen. And we we um we I ain't gonna say opportunity. Um, we have an we have an obligation. We have an obligation to one, stay prayed up. Two, helping our brothers and sisters. Those the main two. Those the main two. I mean, it could be some more and things, but to see um a lot of things moving forward, it's we got to move too. When we saying things are moving, we need to act upon the way this world is moving in order to protect our families and ourselves. We must do that. That is a necessity for anyone. For anyone. Let's just go back down memory lane. You remember the movie Leave the World Behind?
Yeah.
Truthfully, truthfully, who got
Remember,
left out? Who got left behind in that movie?
they didn't. Us of those who didn't want to leave the world behind, quote unquote, pun on pun. But now that you brought that movie up, brother Mike, I remember how the Teslas got hacked and
Mm-hmm.
how there was just a big pile of Teslas and like fires and crashes. Isn't
Right.
that isn't that ominous about? And now that I thought about it today, uh, about the recent events with this lithium
Cell phone.
battery and the cell
Mm-hmm.
phones. That's what I thought of Leave the World Behind when they had all those Teslas just literally literally blocked off cities. They're all just like crashed into each other and just were. It was just like a junk pile of them.
Yes, I mean, man, I mean, if you look at you're talking about those batteries and those batteries heating up. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, when I say, and this is just not necessarily for any electric car, it's for any car. If your car is on fire, no wires get burnt. You can't hit that pop that lock. It's burnt. No fuses, man. You let any type of heat get on those wires. Those wires are gonna pop. Period. They're gonna pop. So I would say there's this instrument. You can get it from any auto parts store where you literally just touch the glass with it and it pops the glass. Like your side glass, it pops, it breaks it where you can get out that car. Now your seatbelt, you may need to keep your little small razor blade or a little small pocket knife in your
Oh,
car.
you're talking about if you to get out of the car, not to get in the car, because I was about to say.
Oh yeah, to get out. Yeah, to get
I,
out of it. Yeah, to get out of it.
I was about to
Yeah.
say. Sounds like something people would use the car jack something, but
No. And it just if in the event that you are stuck in one, always keep you a knife in your car where for it's sharp enough to cut that seat belt is not no joke. That is nylon, um,
yeah,
twisted and brought together very tightly.
yeah, you could
I'm
only
telling you that's material.
that's hasn't that
If it's
deleted
gold,
people? Hasn't people just been deleted from the seatbelt? Some people have
yeah, because they can't get out of them. Especially if you had that seatbelt and you have an accident and it tightens up on you real tight,
yeah,
man, that thing pushes your chest in.
yeah. I was about to say I could literally
Yeah,
strangle
but,
you.
but you got that thing in there and you feel that thing is too tight, man, you take that, whoop, cut that top part, cut that bottom part, man, and get up out of there. But I mean, these are just some hacks in the event. That's all it's for. Just in the event that you need to get out that vehicle, that's what you should do. But like I said, that it's a little metal piece. All you gotta do is touch that glass with it, and it shatters the glass. Now, if you have tint on your windows, it's going to shatter the glass. But then you might have to take your elbow and just push it on out because of the tint. The tint is still holding that shattered glass together, where you can be able to get out. But we're at a time where there is a lot of warnings that are going to go out. And the thing about it is, the world is not going to warn the world, because the world don't want everybody to pack up the stuff. We going into the country. If they did tell the world this, the highways, your tolls, all of that would be crowded, right? Crowded. Nobody will be going nowhere. Everybody be stuck in traffic because everybody's trying to get out of cities. So my point of saying that is, and I know with some brothers, I know you especially if you're coming out of Christendom, it's difficult for you to listen to another, and I'm gonna say this for the Christians, another black brother. It's difficult because it was already prophesied about Israel not respecting their own brothers. Yahushua said that. When you start to respect your brother, that's when you start to open up your mind to the laws. And this is where some of our brothers and sisters may fall short, and it may turn out to be a life-changing situation if you do not listen to your brother who's giving you legitimate, concrete evidence of the way you need to go. And if you don't listen, the Most High said this: my people are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge. That applies to you too, brothers. If you feel that nobody can't tell you nothing, you fall up under that particular judgment. When someone giving you concrete evidence of the way you need to go, and yet you do not listen, all right, your device is in your hand, and your own life is upon your own head. It's just that simple. It don't have to be rewritten. You go move the way you go to move, things are going to happen the way they're going to happen. Obedience is life-saving. It's life-saving. And and this is what the brothers are supposed to do. Brothers and sisters, they supposed to, if they see a problem, especially on a world scene, they supposed to yell it out to you. Do you know that's law? That is law. Biblical law. Your brothers are supposed to yell out the warning from the watchtower. And that watchtower may be that brother's channel or that sister's channel, but they giving out the warning. This is what I recognize. I seen this. This do not look good, brothers and sisters. Keep your head on the swivel. This is how things are going down. This is what they're saying here. This is what they're doing over there. Those are warnings for you, Israel. That's who it's for. That's who it's for. We're not sitting right here having that the sense of not knowing. Most High took that off of us. He's given us a sense of understanding with discernment. with discernment. Now, one day, the warnings are going to stop. When I say that, I mean this. One day, we may not be on the cell phone, the laptops, and communicating in that manner. It might get to the point where they just may start throw a signal, cell phone just start popping like crazy, like it's popcorn or something. We and if that happens, when cell phones start popping like that, brothers and sisters, that's the time for you to get your stuff. If you have a meeting place, get to that meeting place because communication is about to go off. It's just letting you know what's about to happen. It is. They just letting you know what's about to happen. And for everybody that may have been, got caught unaware. The world don't care who get caught up in that. They don't. They still have that agenda for 2025. And if you fall up in that category, and the cell phone is on your ear, they go play the song "Another One Bites the Dust," and they're gonna be cheering for it. That's gonna be their theme song. We need to be. We need to stay on watch. We need to stay on watch. And brothers and sisters, I'm gonna say this before I get off. For you brothers and sisters that are dealing with certain sicknesses and illness, put your sickness and your illness on the back burner. Listen to me when I say back burner. I'm not going to tell you not to take your medicine. You take whatever you need to take in order for you to keep living. I say back burner, you keep the Most High first and foremost. He's the one who can supersede any disease that may be festering within your body. He knows exactly what you're doing to take care of yourself. You take care of yourself 10%, the Most High go do the 90%. He knows what man has done to the food. He knows what man has put into food to affect your body, particularly Israel's body. He knows exactly what man has done. Or let's just say Hashatan. He knows what he got his people doing to affect your life. You do your best to keep living, but keep the Most High first and foremost. He will let that sickness sit there, and you still moving about your business as if you ain't miss a stride. If you know for a fact, let me grow my own vegetable because I'm noticing man is doing some things. Do just that. Show the Most High that you are taking a lead in your survival. If doctors say, "Oh, you shouldn't be eating this or eating that," don't eat it. You know it's already got chemicals in it. You just fight to do it. And it's going to take a battle because we done got ourselves, the Most High even said it. I have spoiled my people Israel. Yes, we have been spoiled. We have. Now, since he woke us up, it's time for us to take all of that spoilage and cleanse our system. That's what we should be doing.
Fasting.
Fasting, yes. Yeah. Man, if you want to talk about getting chemicals out your body, fasting is one of them. fasting, and don't and you know what? And my encouragement on fasting.
Oh yeah, wait. I'm sorry, brother Mike. Here at Q2A Quest Unite Africa, we are not doctors nor or registered health practitioners or healthcare workers. This is just advice. We are not doctors or professional healthcare practitioners. We are just giving our own advice. Okay.
hmm Let me tell you something on that, and that's just something man came up with. You know, here in the West, you know,
Yep.
they want to play like gods. Oh, I went to school to learn this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. Man, please, and you better, like I said, get their transcript of their grades. All it takes is a D minus to pass the class. That's all it takes. You're right, Sister Soraya. I know what you're talking about on that stuffy nose, sis. I lay down. That's not a joke. Stuffy nose, and I always had sinuses. My son has it bad too. Like a ceiling fan. No, we can't sleep up under no ceiling fan. No, that is absolutely a no-no. I can't breathe to save my life. But yeah, I know exactly what you said about that. But but when it comes to these brothers and sisters that are dealing with cancer and things of that nature, yes, my hat goes off to those brothers and sisters. But I seen brothers and sisters succumb to the they made that cancer their god. And I'm gonna say this. And the reason why I say that they made it their God because it took precedence over Yahuwah. And see, when Yahuwah tells us we should not have any other gods before his face, that's even when we are sick. We still up under that law. That's why I encourage brothers and sisters, whatever sickness you have, do what you can do. Because trust and believe, there is a remedy to your sickness. The Most High already told you that. The leaves are for the curing of the nation. And I guarantee you, for whatever medicine some of you brothers and sisters got, see if they got any type of herbs in it. There's ingredients on that medicine. Look up the herbs on those medicines. You'll be surprised how many herbs are in those medicines. Yes. And sis, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I get like that, there is this leaf. I'm trying to get the name of it. And the sister, she told me about it. I have not been having that problem. Me myself, I would take spinach leaves, put it in the blender, and I would strain it out, put a little lemon juice in or a lime. I'm sitting back and I'm drinking that stuff like it's coffee. That's just me. And you got other people that will say, "Oh no, that's too nasty." Yeah, I learned to get around nasty. I learned to get around nasty. Nasty is what may save your life. Tasting good, can get you sick. But this is the thing. I mean, these are just some things that I noticed that things that has happened to some of my friends, family, and I see how that certain sickness can take its toll on individuals mentally, because the Most High gave us the will to live. He did not give us the will to die. He did not give us the will to die. He gave us the will to live. And that's what we do. we try our best to keep living. And that's what the Most High is asking us to do. Rely upon him, keep him first and foremost. Everything else he said he's going to add. He's going to add it to you. And I'd like to thank you, brothers and sisters, for being here today. And like I always say, the time in this system of Satan, his time has run short. He's upset. You Negroes woke up. And if anybody tell you anything different, that the events that's happening now is not because you woke up, that is a bold-faced lie. It's all about you and your awakening. That's what this is about. If you want to talk about being put on a pedestal, the world will have to put you on a pedestal, because they're going to have to know that the Most High has always loved you. Yes, you will be put on the pedestal, because they will recognize the love that the Most High has for you. Each and every last one of you. This is the whole reason why things are going the way they're going. And I'd like to thank you, brothers and sisters, for the donation that's been coming in to open up this this training for the brothers and sisters here in Darussalam. Tonight, I'm gonna send Brother Garth the photos of our future classroom. It's a little small house, but it's what we need to get the school up and running. Take some pictures of it inside and inside, outside, surrounding areas. Because these brothers, the brothers and sisters, they're kind of geeked up about this. They're seeing something that they can apply in their lives that we're going to teach them, and especially when the hydroponics, man, I tell you, man, it's something else with that, but it is what it is.
Hey, listen, yeah, but, I have a word I struggle with, bro, Mike. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but when I introduced that to the brothers and sisters and I showed them, it was like, no dirt. I said, no dirt. And truthfully, right now, I think that's the best way to go, because a lot of the soil, that I have seen thus far, it needs to be not necessarily treated with chemicals. It needs to be treated naturally for it to get back to its true consistency. Not sandy, because that was one of the curses. The Most I say, hey, the dirt that you walk on, hey, it's going to be cursed too. And majority of Israel is here. So right now, that particular system is the best way to go. And for these brothers and sisters to see that and to be literally looking forward to that, for us to get these systems, the phonics, I got to see and get the pricings of those, the systems. I know they're like towers. But the brothers and sisters, they pretty much like it. They're seeing something new that they don't have in their area, And then at the same time, it opens up the door for expansion. That's what it's going to do. And when I say it's going to expand, this is going to expand so big, it's going to blow a lot of you brothers and sisters' mind. Because now I know people think about, well, you got to have electricity. Man, there's this system that you can put together. It doesn't need electricity. But once you turn it, it runs for hours. And it produces electricity. If you got a generator on it, yes. That's what you can get. You can do electricity off of it. But there are so many different avenues now, brothers and sisters, that we can move with. And I'm gonna just give you one. I'm Sister Zenobia. She said Mike still hooked on phonics. Oh, she took a blow at me, brother. She took a blow at her brother. She got me that one. She got me on that one. Do you know Brother Karras or Sister Shar? Seem like y'all been mingling together or something. No. Oh boy. But no, that's what we got going on, brothers and sisters. And that's what we're trying to get things put in place so that we can start pushing that and showing the brothers how to use the system, how to work the system, and we just start growing from there. Because, like I said, we got to start writing our history and not the world writing it for us. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. And again, I'd like to thank you all for the donation that you've been sending in. And trust and believe they're being put to work for the benefit of our brothers and sisters here. Be safe out there, brothers.
All right.
Hand it back to Brother Gar.
All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and meet us at the same time tomorrow at the same channel. And shalom. Goodbye, everyone.
Shalom.